Okay, folks, let me show you where we are. We are at a group site. It's group site number 4, Jefferson Memorial, and we always like to get this spot because it's got a shelter. Every year they were having a bluegrass festival up here, and they didn't have it last year because of COVID. Most of you all are probably just like Charlie and I, where you don't get to go camping a lot, and when we saw what the weather was going to be like today, I mean, we had to get out and take advantage of this great weather because just the low heat, no humidity. So this isn't backpacking or anything. This is us just wanting to sit there and sit by a good campfire. We brought our instruments. We'll probably pick a few tunes later on, have some good food, and just hang out. And I don't know if we can show you a quick and easy way to make a good meal. We'll do that. Let me show you my quarters. Charlie, like I said, is he's standing in his van. I have had this tent right here since probably 1994, 96. I took a trip out west to Wyoming and Montana by myself, and I was out there for about 2-3 weeks, and I took this tent. It's a Hillary tent that I bought from Sears, maybe about 80 bucks, and it still is, it's still hanging in there. So check it out. I've got a twin mattress, air mattress in there, a pillow, and I've got my sleeping bag, and look at that. I didn't spend $1 gazillion on a tent, and it's so easy to set up because you've got these stakes, these poles that go on the inside. Sets up real quick, super quick. I guess the most fancy thing in here, look at this. How about that? So normally I don't like to sleep in a tent because I figured I've graduated from sleeping in a tent on the ground after doing it for so many years. Let's take a look at Chow Lee, what he's got.
Okay. Over here on this side.
He's got his Honda Odyssey. He's got the setup too, you know.
That's good for somebody alone, for sure.
You basically want to have what fits you, and we'll let Chow Lee.
Well, see, I took the middle seats out completely, and then the rear seat is a split bench seat, and it will fold into compartments in the floor. So I've got one side folded in the compartment on the floor to create a flat area for a 3-inch foam pad that I have right here with and some sheets on it. Got my little sleeping bag on it, and so what I like about it is all I got to do is flip up the back of that seat. I have to move my guitar, but flip up the back of that seat. I can climb in here real easy and sit on that bench seat, take my shoes off, get myself ready to go to bed. And the beauty of that is when you're pushing 70, and pretty damn close, you don't want to be wallering around in there trying to get your damn clothes off. It hurts. And so I can sit on that seat and get them off.
And whenever Charlie and I go camping, you see that he's got to have his guitar. We've got our instruments. Like I said, we don't really go camping as much as we used to. I mean, we camped a lot at the gorge, or we would go to bluegrass festivals and camp. But at this point, it's nice to get a day in or a night in to go camp somewhere and just sit around. I mean, this place is probably 15-20 minutes from where I live.
Yeah, it's about 35 minutes from me or so. I live on the other side of the county. Over they let me slum over somewhere in the rich part of the county and just let me hang out.
So we're getting that camping experience, and you know, just sit by that fire. So we all camp in different ways, and we're all prepared for different ways. If Charlie and I and Michelle, we were going to the gorge and going to do some backpacking stuff, we wouldn't have all these luxuries. But while we can have these luxuries, and we've got Well, I've got the day off. Charlie's retired. We're going to take full advantage of it. So we'll show you what else is coming up here in a little bit. All right? We'll see you.
For living.
Yep. There's Chow Lee. He's working on some meal prep right there. Some sausages, potatoes, onions.
Cooked in Hobo Joe aluminum foil pouch.
And then I've got some boneless pork ribs, some strips of ribeye, and so far I've put a little soy sauce, some red pepper flake, and here's some cumin. Look how much I'm putting on there. Ton of cumin. Some onion powder. And when you're cooking on the grill, a lot of the seasoning that you put on there drips off. So when you do a campfire and you're cooking meat, you want to kind of overdo it a little bit because that stuff will drip off. Here's some garlic powder. Look at that. You can never get enough garlic. Oh my gosh.
Garlic powder, Michael.
I've got plenty of garlic powder. I've got some of this minced garlic that I'm also going to put in there. But here's where the magic comes in. I've got some sugar and cinnamon. And you put a ton of that on there. What you want to do is make sure you get it all coated really well. Because what that's going to do is going to coat all the meat. And it's going to form a little crust around the meat when you put it on the grill, so the meat will be super tender. I've just put so much minced garlic on there. To make the magic even better, aside from adding the sugar and cinnamon, this allspice. Oh my gosh, look how much. People say to go light on that, but I like to put a lot. And especially, like I said, when you do the fire, a lot of this stuff's just gonna drip off. But I'm gonna let this marinate for a few hours till we, get the munchies? So that's what it looks like. I'll give you another shot of it after I've mixed it all up. You know what? Might as well have a little more sugar and cinnamon on there too. There's Chow Lee. He's
a defective spice container. Back at it now. See,
there
I'm
he
cheating.
goes.
I'm doing the combined spices.
And that's good.
Not just winging it, like throwing a little this and a little that in there. Because I just ain't good enough doing it.
Well, and then we've also got this right here. This is going to be an appetizer. It's a filet I got, and we're going to put this, I'm going to let it sit out and get to room temperature, and when the fire is really hot, I'll put that on the grill for probably about 3 minutes on each side, and then when you slice it, it's a good rare to medium rare and super tender. So this is we're mixologists right now with food. There's Chow Lee combining it, and what he's going to do is put it in foil, put it all together, and then he's going to put it on the grill.
Yeah, you can just you fold it up and seal it, and just basically create a little braising pouch, and I'll throw it right on the grate of the fire ring, and just make sure I keep the right amount of heat coming from coals in the bottom, not directly over an open flame.
Oh, we're going to be eating good tonight. Okay, folks, so this is the fire. We're doing an appetizer, and our appetizer is gonna be a filet mignon. And look at that. We're gonna keep that color, that pink in the middle. We're gonna slice that up, and we're gonna put some more stuff on the grill. Charlie's already pulled off his potatoes and onions and sausage. Alright, check it out, folks. Got some pork and some ribeye that I put that soy sauce, some cinnamon, sugar, allspice, cumin, garlic powder on the fire. Alright. It's cooking.
Ready.
Here's
Charlie.
Here's Charlie's potatoes. We've already
been chowing on that.
We've
chowing on
ransacked
it. But look at that. That looks really good. Potatoes and onions.
And
sausage on the grill. Quick campfire deal. But check it out. It's not as good, you know, being on the foil. I'd rather have it on the grill itself. But I didn't have an extra grill to put on there. But I'll be eating this here in a second. But that's what it looks like, folks. Those crows are making that noise again. Anyway, hey folks, it's the morning and had a good night of hanging out by the fire, eating, and listening to some good music. The tent worked out really well. That air mattress and just these cool temperatures. Right now, having some coffee. Charlie's making some more. Really nice morning, really chill. Charlie picked a few tunes that sounded like this morning when I was in the tent. Here's his coffee going. You hear that? Charlie loves that coffee.
Oh yeah, gotta have it, man. I don't know if I'm addicted to it because I can't remember a morning I haven't had it in my adult life.
Sometimes we have a just one of those camp percolators or a French press, but Charlie's got this rig going.
Yeah, and I carried this bag right here, and so I've taken it on the road. Just me and the wife on road trips, and we can stop on the side of the road. I've done it several times. I've had that at Niagara Falls, stopped at a Pennsylvania Turnpike. I was on the rest stop, made coffee for us. So we love our coffee.
Got a little filter in there. He's pouring the hot water.
Yeah, just do a little pour over. Kind of an art to it. Not really.
He's not letting it overflow. He's got this little camp stove. It's got a little ignition to it.
Yeah, lights, just turn her on and squeeze this little button over here. Piezo.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Electric lighter there.
And then he's got his Trader Joe's liquid stevia sweetener. Organic, so. Alright. He's making his cup of coffee. Okay, anyway, gonna sign off. I think we might go for a little hike and then back and chill out and enjoy this cool morning.